In the village of Aroka, a girl's future was not written by love. It was written by cows, by land, and by how much a man was willing to pay. And on the morning the drums beat before sunrise, Naya knew something had changed. Her father did not look at her that morning. He only tightened his wrapper and avoided her eyes. By noon, the entire village already knew. Chief Adekoya had paid 20 cows. 20. For Naya. But it wasn't the cows that made her heart shake. It wasn't the land. It was the truth no one was saying aloud. Every girl who married Chief Adekoya never stayed in the village for long. They were taken across the river. And they were never seen again. That night, as the moon rose high above Aroka, Naya made a decision no daughter had ever made before. If the river was swallowing brides, she would cross it first. Alone. The river that separated Aroka village from the unknown had always been feared. Children were warned never to go near it after sunset. The elders said spirits lived in its waters. But on that night, beneath the pale glow of the moon, Naya pushed the canoe quietly into the dark river. The water was cold. The village behind her was silent. And for the first time in her life, she was completely alone. When Naya finally reached the other side, the forest greeted her with silence. No drums. No voices. No village lights. Only tall trees. And the sound of insects hidden in the darkness. But then, she saw something that made her heart stop. A path. A path clearly walked by many feet. Naya followed the path carefully. Step by step. Deeper into the forest. And then she saw it. Hidden beyond the trees stood a compound she had never seen before. Mud walls. Large huts. Burning torches. And women. Many women. Naya's breath caught in her throat. These were not spirits. These were brides. Brides who had once lived in Aroka village. Brides who were supposed to have disappeared forever. But they had not vanished. They had been brought here. Hidden. Forgotten. And every single one of them was staring directly at her. Why were the brides hidden here? The courtyard was silent. Dozens of women stood around Naya, wearing the same wrappers they had worn when they left Aroka. Some looked tired. Some looked afraid. But none of them looked surprised. It was as if they had been waiting for someone to find them. One woman finally stepped forward. Her wrapper was faded with time. Her eyes were older than her face. She had once been a bride of Aroka. Just like Naya was supposed to become tomorrow. And when she looked at Naya, she whispered a warning. The woman pointed toward the river behind the compound. That river, the same river Naya had crossed tonight, was not meant to hide brides. It was meant to hide a secret. Every bride who married Chief Adekoya was brought here for one reason. Not marriage, but sacrifice. Naya's heart pounded in her chest. If what the woman said was true, then by tomorrow night, she would not become a wife. She would become the next offering. And suddenly, the sound of drums echoed across the river. The wedding drums. They were coming for her. Will Naya escape the sacrifice? Watch out for part 4. The sound of drums echoed across the river. Loud. Slow. Dangerous. The wedding drums of Aroka village. But the women in the hidden compound did not celebrate. Their faces filled with fear. Because those drums meant only one thing. The chief's men were coming. The oldest bride grabbed Naya's wrist. Her voice trembled as she spoke. The chief does not sacrifice brides for power. He sacrifices them To keep something trapped in the river. Something ancient. Something that wakes every time the moon is full. Suddenly, the water behind the compound began to move. Not like normal waves. Not like wind. Something beneath the river was rising. And the bride stepped back in terror. Because they had seen this before. The elder bride whispered one final truth. Every full moon, the river demands a life. If no bride is given, the creature will leave the water and destroy the entire village. And tonight, the moon was already rising. What lives inside the river? Comment next for part 5.